don't know where he's at. We're going to cut his pay, but we can handle it. This ain't our first time. Nothing to it. But we appreciate everybody listening. We're on streaming live on the internet at www.wcqt27.com.
That's right.
You can get us on Charter 27. So no excuses. Come see us live on the internet or on TV.
Sounds good, Westcott. Hey, real quick, before we get going, I want to take just a few seconds and just say a special thank you to our sponsors. We got Pepsi Cola, Mr. Terry Shables down there at Pepsi Cola. We appreciate what they're doing for us. Moe's Barbecue here in Coleman, like I said, we're thankful for Moe's gives us this venue.
Absolutely. If you can't come tonight, come see them sometime this week. Get you some good barbecue.
I know we talk about it every week, but I'm telling you.
Try the wings, try the turkey.
And on Friday,
my sandwich.
You can't beat it. You got to come on Friday for the lunch special. It's fantastic. So thanks to Moe's Comfort Care Hospice, Shannon Griffin over there. We appreciate what they do and their support, as well as Greg Smith at Alpha.
Yes, sir.
So we appreciate you guys, and thanks for your support. And let's get it going, Westcott.
Well, before we get too serious in the sports, I just want to bring up our prayers are with all the people in France with the ISIS attack.
Absolutely.
That's something that obviously we've never seen before, and it kind of scares me, and it's kind of hard to fight radical religious groups, but we're going to have to figure out a way to beat them.
That's right.
I mean, they're going to come to the United States, and we need to get ready.
Well, and they said they are. They point blank said, hey, we're coming to get you. It's our game plan, and that's a fact. And so it's up to us to step our game up and do what we need to do. And frankly, I know France, that attack happened on Friday.
Right.
It took them a day to get a game plan together. And guess what? Yesterday, they went over there and tried to take care of some business.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
This time, and
I think that's the way you got to deal with that kind of crap.
And I don't care what political you're, Democrat, Republican right now, we need to be Americans and team up together, be on the same side, and get that handled.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's going to come bite us.
But I tell you what, that's like I said, our thoughts and prayers certainly go out with all the victims, their families, and just all the people involved. Because when something like that happens, and we know that from New York City.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just the victims. I mean, it was our whole nation. You got families that are affected, and all the service people involved. It's a horrible feeling.
They're on lockdown. We can't blame them.
They are.
We've been there, and
it's tough. So let's keep those guys going.
All right. Let's talk about some sports.
Well,
that's what we're here for.
I tell you what, this has been we're moving along in the football arena right now.
High school football.
High school in the state of Alabama is getting pretty hot.
Yes, sir. It's getting down to the short roads. It's getting down to where it's time to get serious.
Let's start at the 1A guys and move up. You want to?
That's right.
Well, this week in 1A, coming up November the 20th, they'll be playing, and so let's just kind of give you the who's going where for right now. Okay?
All right, get started on that.
We got Georgiana going to be playing Maplesville this week. Georgiana put it on Billingsley, 28-0, to get themselves seated in there. Maplesville did the same thing with Marengo County, beat them 50-6.
Well, that's a
50-6. Yeah,
I don't care where you are.
So that ought to be a pretty good game right there. Obviously, you got some scoring teams that are willing to go, but so you got those guys going in next week. You've also got Linden going to be playing Brantley.
Linden had a pretty tough game last week, 26-14. I mean,
they did. Brantley played Verbena, beat them 47-26, and so that was it's pretty interesting right there.
Yeah.
All these, it's something I've noticed. It seems like when the playoffs have started, because I know when West Point played and when those guys are getting beat, it's not like some of these games aren't getting that close. I mean, you're seeing blowouts each week, and so
you never know who's going to show up. On the other side, we
too.
got Berry and Decatur Heritage Christian Academy, and then Berry had a pretty close. Well, they won pretty good, 46-14.
That's what I'm saying. We keep seeing that lopsided
game. You never know.
game.
Then Cedar Bluff and Wadley's going to be playing, and both of those are pretty close games last week.
Yep.
Hackleboro 14-37, pretty close.
That's a decent close game right there.
And then the winner of those will play for the whole month.
They're starting to get into it right there.
And that's when time to get down and button your chin strap and get serious.
So that's the 1A standings. Let's go to 2A real quick. In the 2A bracket in high school football, next week you're going to have Long playing Flomaton. And I tell you, even Long, that was another 20-point spread right there over their guys. Mobile Christian, they 48-23 there. Down on the bottom side, you got Elba going to be playing Washington County.
That's right. That'll be a slobber knocker.
Elba beats Pickens County 64-14. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just all this lopsided stuff is going on.
And then on the other one, we got Rayburn playing Fife, and Rayburn barely beat Tanner 56 to 55.
That's the closest game we've seen in the bracket so far. 1 point.
And then Fife with won by 1 touchdown, so you never know what's going to come up.
Yep.
And then we got Cleveland playing Randolph County.
Yep.
Cleveland pretty close to home, and they won pretty good. And Randolph fought pretty bad, 56-27.
So those guys, there's your Sweet 8 right there.
Yes.
Let's see if they make it to the Final Four.
Absolutely.
Let's see. It'll be interesting to see who goes there next week. In the 3A bracket, you get a little tough. Well, you know, obviously different schools each time. But in 3A, coming up on the 20th, you're going to have Bayside Academy playing Gordo. You know, Bayside Academy had a real close game with Daleville, 49-41.
Yeah.
So that was a good game. Excited to see how that turns out for these guys. Hillcrest playing T.R. Miller. Hillcrest played American Christian Academy. They were 30-27.
Yeah, and T.R. Miller put a whooping on Pike County over there.
No thing. On the other side, Oakland versus Piedmont. Good close game there, but
Piedmont came out on top playing Madison Academy, who put a beat down, 44 to nothing
on Sand Mountain.
And
so in Madison Academy, those kids are hanging in there. They're going on. I mean, I feel pretty good. I don't know what it'll be like, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them there at the end either.
Then we got another 48 to nothing. Lauderdale County beat New Hope, so they're going to be playing Colbert County, who always plays tough. And they won by 6 last week, so you never know.
I tell you,
it's a whole different week.
Well, but from this week right here, though, I mean, what do you think about a matchup between Lauderdale County and Madison Academy?
That'll be a heck of a football.
Dang right, it would be. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised we don't see that, next week.
Colbert County always plays tough.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough. 3A football's strong as it always is. Of course, that's where our Coast Springs guys 3 or 2A.
They're 3A.
I thought they were 2, so they got put out early on. All right, 4A football. Let's see what we got there. You ready?
You bet.
4A football, you got Andalusia going to be playing Munford next week. Some pretty close games in both of those rounds. We're going to have Leeds playing UMS Wright.
Who won that game? UMS Wright beat
49-14.
49-14.
Up
Then we
there.
got Fayette County playing Brooks. Brooks had a pretty good stout win and beat North Jackson 50-21.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty lopsided in high school football. We've got Hamilton playing Cordova.
Cordova's one of those teams that's always tough, too.
Yeah.
It seems like we hear them year in, year out.
They
too.
it seems like they're always in it.
Yep.
And they beat West Limestone 39-7, which is that'll be a good game between Hamilton and Cordova. Both of them play good.
As a move up the bracket, to me it's amazing. Even in North Alabama like we are, you hear things. You hear Madison Academy all the time.
Right.
You hear Cordova. I hear a few UMS Wright. We hear some of these names that are familiar. But as we get closer, the Birmingham schools, Hoover Vista. I mean, it's amazing how they're always in there. Anyway,
Yes.
let's look at the 5A. In the 5A bracket this time next week, looks like we're going to have St. Paul's Episcopal playing Demopolis next week. And so that ought to be kind of interesting. Got Beauregard playing Jackson.
And Alexander's playing Russellville, and Russellville always plays tough. We used to play them when we were 5A, and now we're not, but they play tough. And then we got Gunnersville against Mortimer Joiner.
That'll be a good game out there.
Both of those, you hear them pretty much every year getting into the playoffs, get deep into the playoffs. So we got some good games coming up in the 5A.
That's right. 5A is going to be a good round. All right, moving up the bracket, 6A. But 6A used to be our big bracket, but not anymore.
No.
Not anymore,
These
right?
been big dogs, but now they're just bigger dogs. We got
All
something better than them.
Some games are getting kind of close. That's when you get to the south part of the state. But Benjamin Russell's going to be playing Bessemer City next week. So that'll be an interesting game. Benjamin Russell put it on McAdoo, 34-3. So there's not a lot of competition there. Opelika is going to be playing Spanish Fort. Two more teams
Spanish
here a
Fort
lot
put a
of.
whooping on, who's that?
Northridge, 51-14. Opelika beats Hillcrest 48-0.
Opelika plays tough football
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some of them playing Saturday next year.
Yeah, that's
then we
right.
got Clay Chapel playing Minor.
That'll be a good game there.
And Clay Chapel's still doing good. They had a pretty close game, 40-39. And then we got Austin and Gardendale.
Austin Gardendale.
Austin put a beat down, 27.
Briarwood Christian, 27-0.
Briarwood played a little better, but they had side. Gardendale from Walker's always a tough, close game.
They still won by 20 points there too. Even Gardendale going in this next week.
That'll be a tough game coming Friday.
It'll be interesting, I'll tell you that, which it always is. 7A.
Now
This is it.
top dogs.
Let's see what we got.
We're down to We only got two games this week.
That's right. We got McGill going to be playing. McGill 2 and going to be playing Central.
Yep.
And again, you got McGill beat Auburn 42-3 to make the advance.
Auburn normally plays a little better
Well,
football in high school.
you know, you got Auburn, Opelika, both of them down there
playing against each other.
Yeah.
And then Spain Park and Hoover. There you see Hoover again.
In Spain Park too.
Both of them, I bet that'll be a tough game. Both of them had that. Spain Park only won by 3 last week,
Yep.
and then Hoover
Looked good over
shut
against
out.
David Hills.
Yeah, they did shut them out.
So anyway, so as far as high school football goes, that pretty much sums up our bracket play for this week. So
It'll be some good football.
I think it
Everybody
will
needs
be.
to get out and try to go support them.
I
And
think it will be.
are they playing now in the big stadiums, or are they still home and home?
I honestly don't know.
I think this week or maybe, and next week they'll be playing down
Yeah,
at Tuscaloosa.
they'll be there next week for sure. I tell you, you think about these kids, and right now it's kind of getting dicey because we know that high school football is starting to come to an end.
That's right.
And obviously,
Especially
it's come
senior year.
to an end for a lot of kids right now.
Yes.
Because basketball is kicking up right now. And so, high school basketball started, college basketball started for that matter.
Starting, and
And so,
we want a little shout out. We got a Coleman guy. Coleman graduated last year from Coleman Lawson Schaefer, and he's a walk-on at Bama.
that's right.
I was pulling for him to go down there and play for Bruce Pearl, but I don't have any say-so in it.
Well,
So
he kind of do what he wants to do. I
That's
guess.
right. I know his dad. I'll call him, harass his dad a little bit, Paul Schaefer. But I heard, I didn't see it, but people were telling me Lawson was doing. They had the exhibition slam
game?
dunk and 3-point
Won the
contest
3-point shot,
as
yeah.
a true. He's walk-on freshman, won it.
Won the 3-point contest.
And then in their game the other night got some playing time, so that's a
awesome.
pretty good deal. And
Especially as a walk-on true freshman, how can you? I mean,
a
how
good
can you go wrong
Bearcat
with
boy
that?
coming from Coleman.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
And later in the year, when we'll get more into the basketball, both local, high school and college and everything, we'll get going good on that. But I was impressed with our.
It'd be kind of sweet. It'd be kind of sweet if we can get Lawson maybe in one weekend, one Monday, and talk to us too.
We can get him off the plane out of practice. That might be.
I don't know if we do that or not.
Serious.
I tell you, these football kids, they're starting to get kind of all fired. They're the ones in the playoffs are really starting to get fired up.
Fired up, and those seniors. I mean, I can remember we didn't get far in the playoffs, but your senior year, most of these boys won't put on pads again.
Oh, that's a big deal.
And that locker room camaraderie and life lessons you learn when you're.
Well, of course,
thinking,
my favorite football player is Rudy Rudiger. And so, I mean, Rudy, we know how much it meant to him.
Yes,
that
it
last
did.
practice, that last game. It's your last play, Rudy. How you doing with it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's what you got to do.
I love it.
So, he's my all-time favorite college football player, though.
You need to watch more football. You're messing me up now. Well, we're doing good. We still got plenty of room at most. Y'all to come down and sing us and see us. And like Zach said, if you come tell us you saw us last week, he'll buy you supper.
Oh yeah, it's already full-fledged. Zach's full-fledged buying supper if you come down and let us know when you're seeing him right there. So no problem there. That'll be a good deal. Speaking of that, what these football players need, well, what I need, is probably
There's a lot that you need.
probably a good dose of some wings too. I mean, that's pure protein, Wesley.
And it's good protein. It's not that fat.
No, it's just pure chicken wings.
That's right.
That being said, we need to get Go Kiss to be a sponsor. Go Kiss or Tyson Foods. So if you're watching, y'all need to get on this thing right here. We sell y'all some chicken, ain't that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get Moses smoking up for us. We'll be good to go.
That's right. Well, brother, I think it's almost time for us to be going to a break.
We'll be back here. Like I said, y'all come on down. We got a few places y'all can sit. It's getting pretty crowded down here, but come do it and ask some questions live. And
hey, we'll talk some football. We got Monday Night Football on TV now.
we got the Texans playing in Cincinnati.
So we got that coming up right now.
We're not even sure the score right now, but we'll let you know when
We
come
got it on
back.
the screen right now. It looks pretty too, right above the bar over there. We got that on. When we get back, we'll talk about some college football and go from there, brother.
Might talk motocross. You never know.
Can't never tell.
Don't turn away.
You can't ever tell.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Bank, you have a financial partner you can depend on. Hi, I'm Jay Mullins, president of Premier Bank, with some exciting news about our financial strength and performance. For the 6th consecutive year, our bank has been rated 5 stars by Bauer Financial, an independent firm that has been analyzing and reporting on the financial condition of the nation's banking industry since 19 1983. This prestigious rating means that we are one of the strongest banks in the nation, and a safe and sound bank you can depend on.
When energy prices start to rise, a single electric co-op can only do so much. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative taps the combined ideas and resources of co-ops locally and nationally to deliver electricity at the best price possible. And in that unity, every member gains strength. Together we can take control of the future, instead of the future taking control of us.
Coleman Electric Cooperative.
Delicious stud, hun.
Eat up, there's plenty more.
Billy, eat your stud. Think of the termites whose homes were protected with Termidor.
Aw, Dad, the Browns will never get Termidor. They're clueless.
Yeah, they even think homeowners insurance covers our damage. Do you hear laughing?
It's probably just the pipes.
Target Pest Control. We aim to please.
Glad you came back where we're going to talk a little college football, and if you hadn't a little late joined us, you can see the main man, Zach Wood, AWOL.
AWOL.
Some people you can count on,
Some people you can't.
You never know with him, but
Well,
we'll harass him next week, but not too bad. He went on a trip with his son, so we'll give him a little bit of, but he's supposed to be back. He told us this afternoon, but that's
nothing like having a fearless leader, isn't it?
That's exactly right.
Well, it is what it is.
I believe it's time to talk a little college football.
Let's talk some college
We talked
football.
some high school, but we had a pretty good week. Had a few upsets, and then some games they went like you thought they were.
They
would,
did.
And
They did.
starting off, we still got number 1 Clemson.
I can't, Clemson is still undefeated 10-0 right now.
Beat Syracuse by 10.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's just the coach, but I still have a hard time pulling for them. I hope, I don't know, I just hope them and Alabama don't play.
I'll tell you right now, it's, they keep proving themselves week after week.
You can't not
Ohio State's still another 10-0 undefeated team.
Yeah, they beat Illinois 28-3, and then you got Bama, Alabama. Had no problem with Mississippi State.
No problem.
I'm telling you,
there.
Alabama's front defense is scary.
Well, you're not going to run.
No.
You forget about that.
And then they can run on you.
Exactly.
I mean, I think they can give Henry and just
I tell you,
down on anybody.
something I thought was funny, kind of looking over some of the game stats, Dak Prescott still was the passing leader. I mean, he still had the most passing yards in the game.
9 times.
Sacked him 9 times. And I tell you, Derrick Henry obviously had the most, he was the rushing leader of the game. Derrick is just, my gosh, he is going to.
Henry did a lot
enough
where
when he does it, yeah.
I don't know if he'll actually win the Heisman, but he's sure giving it a run for his money.
Yeah, they're solid.
I mean,
they got that program.
I'm not sure there's a better running back out there. I don't know if he's the best college football player in the game. I mean,
I don't know
I'm
about
not saying
that.
either, but he is.
Well, I mean, he's
sure,
no Rudy Ruger. I'll tell you that.
He is not a Rudy Ruger.
But I think he's pretty solid. I tell you though, Dak Prescott. I think he needs to. I think his linemen all probably are to take him out to dinner.
Yeah.
I think maybe or buy him some. Buy him a. A ham sandwich or something.
A sandwich.
Because
he got put down many times.
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Then Notre Dame beat Wake Forest. It's pretty handy, 28-7. Looking on down here, another upset that we had was Baylor.
Well,
I really didn't think Oklahoma could beat them.
The number 12 upset the number 6, brother.
That's a pretty good football game.
And beat them by 10 points.
And Hanley, it wasn't on one play call. I didn't get to watch the whole game, watched bits and pieces of it, but that Oklahoma.
I've been questionable about Baylor kind of the year anyway. Just worried about some of their strength of schedule.
Exactly.
Because this Oklahoma's probably maybe the first, maybe not the first, but one of the few real teams they played this year.
Exactly. Well, well-rounded team. And
Yep.
you see, they beat them by 10 points.
Number 6 was upset. Number 7, Stanford, was upset.
Yeah. That Oregon, that's just who can score the most. There's not much defense in
They like
Oregon.
they'll spread it out and run the gun. won't
That's
they? They'll
right.
do it.
Number 8, Oklahoma State. The Cowboys did pretty good.
They stayed true.
Iowa State gave them a little bit of scare, 35 to 31. You never know. I mean, you never know who's going to win.
I tell you, but of all the upsets, you're fixing to get to what I consider maybe the worst one.
You talking about the Bengals, Bayou Tigers?
I mean, what in the world?
I thought LSU. I guess they're still just licking their wounds from Alabama beat down. But,
Yeah.
And in Arkansas, I mean, they both whooped Auburn, so they both whooped us.
But Arkansas beating LSU though.
Handedly, there's no question about
Just
it.
wouldn't have thought about that. Wouldn't have thought about that.
Did y'all see Arkansas's coach's press conference after the game?
No.
We'll have to talk about that off there. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Well, what'd he do? What's so funny about
I'll
it?
bring it up later. I'm not sure they were. It wasn't bad, but it was funny.
Well, obviously it wasn't good.
Nah.
That's pretty funny right there.
Then Arizona and Utah. Number 10 Utah got beat. Wildcats beat them by 7.
Yep.
Another game that was a little closer than I thought it'd be. You got the SEC East winners. I mean, Florida's going.
Florida's going. Their destiny is controlled.
They beat South Carolina by 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michigan State didn't have much problem with Maryland. I mean, Michigan State still number 13, still playing pretty good
Yep.
football. Then that Indiana Michigan. I mean, that was a pretty good game. I bet that got a lot of boys in blue a little nervous toward the end when they only won by 7.
Good game right there. Caused Michigan to go up a little bit in the rankings this past week.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Then TCU and Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to watch any of that game, but TCU's ranked 15. They're playing pretty good football.
They are.
Kansas not quite as good as they normally are, but they're hanging in there. And going down to Seminoles, number 16, Florida State. They handled NC State 34-17, so it wasn't bad.
8-2 team.
Then we'll play some others, but one I like to mention is that number 20 Navy. When they can beat SMU 55-14, that's running the ball. I bet you they didn't have a lot of passing.
Navy, you know,
Navy, that wishbone.
Hey, they're in the top 20 right now. I mean, what a year. What
How
a year
can you
for
pull
Navy.
against Navy?
Yeah, what a year. Those guys are, you know, year in, year out. You know, when I think about student athletes, I think about Vandy. But when I think about our service kids, you can't help but think Army Navy games. So,
They how tough those.
yeah.
And they're still kids, but they're grown men by now. But
Yeah.
having to do the rigors of school and the Naval
Oh, I
Academy
know.
and stuff
I
like
know.
that, that's
It's
pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. I'm proud of Navy.
Yes, sir. And then number 21, number 24 last week, Memphis and Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good game. 34-35. Houston pulled it off toward the end. Had a pretty good fourth quarter, scored 21 points there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Temple, South Florida. Temple's ranked. They were undefeated, I think. And I'm not sure about that. They were undefeated after this, and South Florida put it to them.
Well, I have to admit, I can't tell you much about Temple or South Florida. But I was happy to see them in
Thanks
the
to
ring.
Dr. Google, it helps me over here. And then Miami's playing without a coach, so they can tell it.
What can you say about that?
North Carolina, I've read something last week that they're talking to Charlie Strong and Tuberville. Tuberville, the assistant coach there.
That's
so
right.
I still like Tubby. I
Tubble's a
pull
good
for
coach.
Cincinnati right now, and
Tubble's a good coach.
he'd do good. I don't know if I'd really want to go to Miami, but they play good. And one game we're not going to bring up.
Well, you have to. It's a #1 powerhouse SEC game.
Auburn, Georgia. What are you going to say about that?
Well, I'll tell you what. Did I tell you my favorite football player is Rudy Rieger?
How many years he got left? You think we can set him up at quarterback at all?
Maybe, obviously. I think we could.
I know. Well, Auburn's going to have tough. Surely we're going to win this week, but we got a tough season.
We get it.
We got some problems down there, and defense finally stepping up a little bit.
Yep.
But our offense, I'm not sure we can score against the Bearcats.
Well,
I mean, I hate to say it.
well, my thing is we build a team, obviously, in Malzahn's offense, the team's built around the quarterback. I mean, that's all there is. If we don't have a quarterback, we can't play. There's confusion right there. One quarterback starts the game doing okay, but we're going to take him out and try something else.
And then we're going to put the one that's limping to the
So, I don't know. No
Such
point
is
going
life.
there, though. No
But
point
you were
going
talking
there.
about the coaches in the AP poll. They're pretty much in line with each other this
Yeah.
week.
Well, I'd say there's one person who's happy about that Auburn Georgia game, and that's Mark Richt, though.
Yeah, might have saved his job.
I think he probably feels like.
Would you ever thought one punt return saved your job?
Oh, I don't know, but I bet he's a happy man right now.
And I hope they keep him. I like
old Mark
He's a
Richt.
good guy.
I mean, how long has he been there? He's been there for
I think
years.
he is the longest SEC
I
head
think so.
coach.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We can call Kurt, he'll tell us, but I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
we don't have enough time for that.
Yeah.
But we're going to go through, start us on the rankings this week, Billy.
Well, obviously, you know, let's just who you want to look at. Top 5?
Let's go to the top 5. They're the same in AP.
Top 5? Well, actually, we were talking about that earlier. The AP and coaches poll match up all the way down to what, number 13, I believe is the way to go apart. And so the top 10, if we're talking about rankings, if you say them, you're talking about AP and coaches poll.
That's right.
Clemson, still ranked number 1 in the nation. I mean, that's almost like the Cubs winning the World Series. I mean, it's it still catches me off guard every time I see it.
You expect to see Ohio State up there, and they're both still 10-0.
Alabama's still number 3.
And Oklahoma State coming up in there, 10-0.
Which still, again, makes me happy that we've got a one-loss SEC team above, an undefeated.
And then we also got Iowa undefeated, and they're not even in the top 5.
Not even in the top 5.
We got Notre Dame coming
one-loss
in.
team above them, yeah.
It's amazing. That's just getting into the rivalry weekend. And I mean, this week, Georgia, Auburn, but you got the other big games playing. And
Well, you know, we saw some pretty big upsets. We saw the Baylor upset, the Stanford upset. Of course, LSU to me is kind of an upset, even though they were doing so well. But but as we move forward, though, tell me the truth: is Clemson going to get beat before we go further? And I tell you, and think about Alabama and Florida, because those two teams will play in the SEC championship.
Absolutely.
And so one of those teams are going to get beat. And so, there's still football left to be played. So it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. And it's going to find out.
Just got to let it play out.
That's right. Anybody can beat anybody in college football.
And that's why they play. That's why they keep playing week in and week out. You know.
And that's right. You put on 60 minutes. Don't strap it on for 15 or a quarter.
That's right.
You never know.
I tell you, as far as the way college football plays out every year, I can't help but think about it's when we were tailgating down at Auburn. We heard campers down there, but it might have been the 2010 year when everything had to fall into place, and it was seriously right there at the end of the year. Every team that had to get beat got beat, and Alabama advanced and kept on. You know, they were able to play national championship that year, and I think won. But it was it's amazing. Right now, the soap opera is when it really gets thick.
And really right now it's do or die, because in those top 4 teams, either one of them, Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama, or Oklahoma, they got most of them got 2 more games, and they can't be looking ahead to the playoffs. Alabama, I don't see them getting beat, but if they do, or even Ohio State, it's going to drop them out of that, because you got the other teams coming up behind them.
Let me ask you this: this is our second year with a playoff system, right?
Right.
What are your thoughts on that? I mean, do you like the idea? Are you still too early to tell? What do you think?
A little bit too early to tell, but so far it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's weeding them out. You can't complain. I mean, right now the only people who can really complain is Iowa. They're the undefeated. Everybody's got 1 loss. I mean, I don't know if Bama, because of the SEC, gets that extra nod because they're 9-1, but. Granted, I think a 9-1 SEC team is better than a lot of these others. But, I mean, because you got to play every week. You don't have those week games that we got. But I think so far it's working. I mean, if it comes out and played in Ohio State and Clemson are undefeated, and them 2 play, right now we're down to win the next one. You don't worry about 2 weeks from now. Or those teams don't need to be worrying about who's playing in the playoffs and everything.
Well, it's coming. That's for sure.
That's right. Well, look at the clock. I believe it's time for us to take another break. We thank our sponsors, and we're still at Moe's. Y'all still got time to come down and join us. We got a few, 2-3 tables open. They're still cooking. Mark can get you a sandwich.
See you in a few minutes, guys.
It's true. The only time we think about electricity is when the power goes out. Then every minute seems like an eternity. Luckily, as a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, the people working on our behalf have the training, high-tech resources, and motivation to restore power as quickly and as safely as humanly possible. See what I mean? When it comes to electricity, you know you have an outstanding team working for you when you hardly notice them at all.
Coleman Electric Cooperative.
At Premier Bank, you have a financial partner you can depend on. Hi, I'm Jay Mullins, president of Premier Bank, with some exciting news about our financial strength and performance. For the 6th consecutive year, our bank has been rated 5 stars by Bauer Financial, an independent firm that has been analyzing and reporting on the financial condition of the nation's banking industry since 1983. This prestigious rating means that we are one of the strongest banks in the nation, and a safe and sound bank you can depend on.
Delicious stud, hun.
Eat up, there's plenty more.
Billy, eat your stud. Think of the termites whose homes were protected with Termidor.
Aw, Dad, the Browns will never get Termidor. They're clueless.
Yeah, they even think homeowners insurance covers our damage. Do you hear laughing?
It's probably just the pipes.
Target Pest Control. We aim to please.
Talked about some high school football.
Talked
about some college football.
And since it's still fall, let's talk about some NFL.
Tell you, before we get too far along, here at about the halfway point, I do want to spend some time and take a few minutes and thank our sponsors again, Pepsi Cola, Mr. Shables over there here in Coleman, and obviously Moe's Barbecue here. Wesley's already told you a second ago, we still got some spots available, so if you guys want to come down and have a seat, please do. Comfort Care Hospice, Shannon Griffin there, and we appreciate those guys, as well as Greg Smith at Alpha.
You can't get night free.
You can't keep us, obviously not. Yeah. You might as well get a plug in there.
There you go. Shameless plug, like they say on Rick and Mo.
You know, and I think we know somebody there. If we could ever, you know,
if we get him to answer the phone.
If we get him to answer the phone.
There you go.
Pro football. Tell me what you got.
Well, right now we're on Monday Night Football. Texas Bengals are playing. If y'all aren't watching,
right.
It's a 3-3 game. So I think it's first half. We got it on 3 TVs here, so you can't miss it.
Can't miss it.
And then last Thursday, we had the Bills and the Jets playing, since we didn't have any college football on Thursday night. And 22-17, Bills pulled it off. One shocker I thought about Sunday is Green Bay got beat again.
Yeah, Green Bay, they kind of got beat again.
I saw a thing on CNN or is Fox before we got going today, but they said, have you seen those commercials with Ditka wearing the Green Bay Packers shirts and sweaters, and there's something about Hardee's, and you got Jerry Rice wearing a Cowboys deal. Somebody said that since Ditka put on a Green Bay sweater, they've lost 3 in a row. And you think that's the Bears jinxing them or something?
I think that's the Bears
you never know.
A little bit. My little girl was down in Birmingham Sunday for Extreme Officers cheerleading. So we stopped in and ate one of the restaurants on the way home, and they had football going on Sunday football going, and watching the Panthers play. Watching the Lions play, and it's Detroit and Lord, I can't remember who they were playing, but anyway, we're watching the game, and I'm guilty of this, and I think it's because of the South, I'm so used to watching college football, so used to watching high school football. When you watch your pro game, they don't mess up. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing how good they are all the time. They're good. And so it's.
That's the reason they make the big bucks.
Well, it's just every catch is a spectacular catch.
Every block, and they got thrown. Their linemen could start and tailback at Auburn right now.
They are. So it really is kind of. I'm telling you local folks here that are like us, that, don't really watch that much pro football. You owe it to yourself.
Watch a little bit. And if you're gonna watch, you might as well watch the Panthers. They're still undefeated.
That's what I say. They're still undefeated, rocking it hard.
They will. And I like the Titans because they're close, but they put a beat down on them. Wasn't even close.
That's right.
And I think Cam had a pretty good game, and we'll send a shout out to the Skinners. The Buccaneers beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So they're
Cowboys aren't
Tampa
playing
Bay's
that.
still hanging in there too.
That's right.
Yeah. The you know, in the AFC East, you still got the Patriots that are undefeated.
Yep.
So in the
They won a
East,
close one against the Giants, didn't they?
they did. They did.
Something like that. Like I said, I don't keep up with it.
Well, that's what we got in AFC East. AFC North, the Bengals are still on top, and so we'll see how that works out tonight. We'll see how they go. If they can
They're up 6-3 right
they can
now.
maintain an undefeated season, so this is kind of a big game for them. Talk about an upset, especially on Monday Night Football. If the Texans could wear them out, that would be a nice little.
That'd be,
you know,
absolutely.
it would be nice for Texans, maybe not so for those guys. It's good to see the Steelers running in second place there too. I'm a Steelers fan from way back when I was a kid.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm a Terry Bradshaw man. You know,
Lynn Swann.
Terry Bradshaw and the Franco Harris, and Mean Joe Green and Jack Lambert. I mean, those are my guys.
Yeah.
Rocky Blyer. I mean, that's my team right there.
Speaking of the Steelers, we had two guys from Coleman that went to the game. We got the good Dennis Shannon Green and Wes
Yeah.
Horn flew out Saturday morning. I ain't talked to either one of them, but
That's awesome.
Shannon's a huge Steelers fan. He
love
only
it.
goes for one a year.
I love it.
That'd be a fun trip. They won 30-9, so I'm
Heck
glad
yeah,
they had
made him
fun.
happy there. In the AFC South, you got the Colts, which, you know, the Colts and the Texans are both, they're kind of, well, Colts are 4-5, Texans 3-5, so it'd be interesting to see how that goes. Like I said, they're playing the Bengals tonight. Talk about maybe a turner in the conference. If they could upset them, that'd make a difference as far as standings goes. AFC West, the Broncos are still leading with the best record, 7-2. Chiefs coming in right behind them.
And the Chiefs beat them this
Yep.
week, and I think Peyton's hurt.
Yeah.
He didn't have a very good game. Either one of the Peyton boys did, but
Yeah.
they'll be back.
The Manning boys.
The Manning boys,
Yeah.
not the Peyton boys, the Manning boys. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just listen to me.
NFC North, the Vikings are 7-2, and the South, the Panthers. Those are my
Panthers,
boys,
yes, sir.
9-0. 9-0. It'd be nice to see those guys get their way around over there too. In the West, you got the NFC West. Cardinals are still 7-2. They're kind of leading that area right there. So
One game that I didn't, it was on late, I think, Sunday night, last night. It was the Seahawks and Cardinals. And
Yep. I watched
me and
part of
Will
that
were
game.
watching that, a little bit of that game, and we're
Yep.
pulling for the Seahawks,
Yep.
but Cardinals pulled it out.
Cardinals pulled it out. I watched that game till bedtime. I had to shut her down.
I did. Some of them too late for me. It's a school night, as we say, and
School
I got to
night.
get up.
Had to
You
go
can't
school
stay
night,
up
yeah.
too late.
Yeah. But I did. I took myself into the Cards last night. I sure did.
But NFL's still going strong, and you never know. And like you said, we were talking about in college that anybody can beat anybody, but that's true in the NFL.
No,
like
it
they're all
really happens.
super good. You got to be good at making that level.
It
But
really happens. I think a lot of folks really kind of wonder what it'd be like to be inside. What a day in the life of even a college football player is. But the pro football guys.
everybody thinks it's going to be just wonderful,
Yeah.
and you make all the money, but they get serious on game day.
Well, they do, and but it's business. It's business every day of the week too. They're truly going to the office every day. They've got they're meeting. They've got a game plan. They have. There's a lot of meetings with the owners. You got the franchise people. I mean, it's those guys. They put in their time. The one thing that's fascinating to me about pro football is the whole. I love the whole Packers concept. And let me tell you why.
Community owns the team.
Yeah, the community-owned team deal right there. I don't think you can beat that. I love that whole idea right there.
I saw an article about that, and they said they have one of the largest board meetings or members voting because they fill the stadium.
That's right.
You get to vote.
That's right.
I think we need to get, since Zach's not here tonight,
Yeah.
we're going to have a vote, and it might be 2-1.
All right,
We're
let's
going
see
to
what we
vote.
got.
Zach's taking us to a Packers game next year.
Well, I think that's absolutely should. I think that's.
We'll let him choose which one. He can be early or cold. I got
right.
a snowsuit.
But let me tell you this though. Lambeau Field, right?
Yes. Well, I want to go there.
All right. So, but here's the deal. Those tickets, we don't get on StubHub about package tickets.
Zach's the man, though.
Well, we'll see.
We'll get him full his.
They have, those things are generational. There's families that have tickets they got them generations back. So.
I've seen some people miss their spouse's funeral because the Packers are playing.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
if there's a fan base right there that's pretty loyal.
yes, and I like that. Reminds me that they're the only team that really remind me of college. Of the fan
I
base.
think so too.
up
Their
there.
fan base is for real.
Doing good.
I tell you, I got some Chicago friends out there though. They got a pretty for real fan base too now. There's some Bears fans out there.
Well, that's true. I guess we're looking at it in a bubble because we're such college.
Because we don't have that fan
I
base.
mean, you
here.
got Tennessee, and
But now we did have the Birmingham Stallions back in the day.
I went to those games.
I went to the Birmingham
Sat in Upper
Stallions.
Daniel Legion Field. I mean, you feel like you're gonna get killed getting there, but it was fun. Doug Flutie playing.
Oh,
he'd
yeah.
run around
Oh,
like
yeah.
He looked like a small guy out there.
Wrong Stallions.
Oh, he'd drop it back. It seemed like he's dropping his ball back to the ground and just fling it.
Oh,
That was
Doug
running
Flutie.
gun.
At Legion Field too.
Yes, on that hard AstroTurf that was like concrete.
That was the USFL back then.
And it didn't last long.
It didn't
I think
last
I went to 2
It didn't
games.
last long.
I was in we were in high school back then. That's a long time. We're not gonna get up in high school story.
No.
We're gonna stay
Well,
away
Zach's
from
not
that.
here.
That's right.
There's no little girlfriend to talk about. So
His mom's not here. We need to talk about Zach's girlfriend tonight. I think the one just walked in the room. But we'll let you know, Zach. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't worry, Zach. We'll
Be safe traveling.
It's all good.
It's all good. Well, now you want to talk a little NASCAR?
Well, might as well. I tell you what, NASCAR is about to run down, my friend.
I think they got 2 more races before they get go, or is it over?
One more maybe. I don't know, but what about
This week? I think it finished it in the rain, but Dale Jr. won. And
Absolutely.
he got close in Talladega, and he didn't make the chase. He didn't make the final. And
I tell you what, Kevin Harvick leads 143 of those laps.
Really?
Leads 143 laps. Dale Earnhardt led 22, but
all that matters is lead that. All you gotta do is lead that
it ain't
last
how you
one.
start, it's how you finish. Ain't that right?
If you ain't first, you last.
Oh man, what a time! I tell you, those guys. When you think about the NASCAR season, they start so early in the year.
Yes.
And they literally each month. I can't imagine the money that those teams run through trying to keep those cars up and going, and just, if nothing else, a dang expense for traveling across the country like they have to do. You're like moving a
Talk
small
about
army
money.
everywhere you go.
It'd be fun to do that for about
It would
2
be
weeks.
bad.
And then I need to go rest.
And then you think, and then I want to take a day off.
Yes, I do. But in that race, you got Dale winning it, and you got his teammates coming in 5th and 6th. And
Yep.
Jimmy was a 48 and a 24. And
Yep.
you never know. And
Yep.
just looking at the stats here, we had a lot of Chevys in the top 10.
Yep. Well, the 5 spots for Chevrolets, Ford and Toyota rounding up the other 2.
Yeah, and then we got 2 Toyotas, so Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin.
Yep. I tell you, Zach texting us right now at the show. We can't, see, he's trying to run the show and he's not even here. That's pretty funny right there.
He forgets he's not in charge.
He's not in charge. Don't worry, Zach. We're going to talk about Ronda Rousey. We're going to get that.
That's his other girlfriend.
That's well.
There'll be a beat down on Zach. He'll not be, I'd be mind pay money to watch that happen.
Yeah. Don't worry. We're going to get that on the last segment there, Zach. It's getting almost close time. We got a few more minutes for break time. I tell you, when you think about these old NASCAR guys, we talked about how they got their start, running moonshine back in the day.
Yes.
So and what kind of sport can what can
go
nothing
wrong
good
with-
coming out of moonshine running, right? Tell you what.
Well, it's to me, NASCAR's hard to watch on TV. It's fun. I've been to several races and it's fun, but but the good thing about it, on a rainy day, on Sunday afternoon when football's not playing anything, you can go there, lay on the couch, you fall asleep. They'll wake up when the wreck's coming. So you don't miss anything.
NASCAR. Let's say there's a lot of great sports out there that I call them sports center sports.
Yes.
And NASCAR is a sports center sport. Golf is a sports center sport.
Is golf a sport or is it a game?
Yeah, it's tough right there. Yeah.
How much golf do you play?
No, well, once every 5 years.
Well, that's twice more than I do.
Well, and you're right. I'm not any good, but still.
I was real good when the last time I played in college.
Yeah.
I think. It's been a long time
But
ago.
but NASCAR,
Okay, go back. I'm sorry.
NASCAR is a sports center sport because you watch Sports Center to see the highlights and you love it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Hey, the good crash, the big win, love it. Those great chip shots with those hole-in-ones on the golf. Hey, I want to see that. So that's what I like about Sports Center. Which what a great idea. Just show all the highlights from the weeks, the greatest plays in sports.
Who'd have thought about
who would have came up with something like
TV
that?
show?
That's incredible.
Yeah, we're going to try it again,
Incredible.
but it's time for us to take a break. We're still at Moe's. Y'all come down and see us. We'll be back in a little bit. And
Hey.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Zach's Ronda Riley fight.
At Premier Bank, you have a
Catch you a couple
financial
minutes.
partner you can depend on. Hi, I'm Jay Mullins, president of Premier Bank, with some exciting news about our financial strength and performance. For the 6th consecutive year, our bank has been rated 5 stars by Bauer Financial, an independent firm that has been analyzing and reporting on the financial condition of the nation's banking industry since 1983. This prestigious rating means that we are one of the strongest banks in the nation, and a safe and sound bank you can depend on.
When energy prices start to rise, a single electric co-op can only do so much. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative taps the combined ideas and resources of co-ops locally and nationally to deliver electricity at the best price possible. And in that unity, every member gains strength. Together we can take control of the future, instead of the future taking control of us.
Coleman Electric Cooperative.
Delicious stud, hun.
Eat up, there's plenty more.
Billy, eat your stud. Think of the termites whose homes were protected with Termidor.
Aw, Dad, the Browns will never get Termidor. They're clueless.
Yeah, they even think homeowners insurance covers our damage. Do you hear laughing?
It's probably just the pipes.
Target Pest Control. We aim to please.
You ready? Welcome back. This is our last segment on Sports Weekly. We appreciate everybody watching tonight, and we got some people here at Moe's getting fired up and rowdy over the football game. So if y'all not here, it's your own fault. You need to come visit. It's your own fault. You need to do it. If you don't like it, Zach will buy you supper.
Yeah, hey.
He's already said that.
He's already said that. He mentioned the show. You got it, baby.
All right,
let's get it.
For Zach, how many of y'all watched the Ronda Rousey fight?
I tell you
I'll be
what.
honest, I didn't. I saw some replays today.
I wonder how many times that been viewed on YouTube. Well,
Oh man, I'd hate getting I'd hate to fight a girl like that. She'd whoop us, but y'all don't know if you've been under a rock for the last couple of days. She got beat.
She got beat.
She said she worked harder, wanted it more, and she got knocked out in the
got
second
beat.
round by a dang kick to the head, and she fell out cold. Holly Holm won.
Yep.
Fight was in Australia. I didn't know that
I
till
didn't
I
know
was reading
that
today, and
I didn't know
Ronda
that either.
Rousey's 12-1. I read where she said she's going to take some time off, but what do you expect to say after you just got whipped in front of that? I mean,
I think I'll take some time off too.
and I heard that she was kind of showing off before it and wouldn't even touch gloves before the fight.
Oh, yeah.
That's rude, and I bet it made that other girl.
Cockiness will get you beat up sometimes, Wesley.
Yeah. Been there and done that. But I hadn't learned yet. But I was listening to some shows this morning, and I'm not a big cage fight fan, especially girls fighting, but some people like it. That just kind of makes me nervous.
Well, I tell you, I'm a big fan of WWF though too, Wesley.
That stuff's real. But now they've taken the Hulk Hogan out of it. I'm not
He
sure.
lost some of this. Well, Hulk's still there. He just can't do what he used to do. You know, he's more of an announcer type guy now. He makes cameo appearances every now and then. So, Hulk's
So
there.
you're saying Ronda Rousey's fighting is fake?
No, I'm
Is that
saying.
what you're saying, Billy?
I'm saying.
She comes in here.
I think Ronda Rousey could probably beat Hulk Hogan.
Oh, Ronda Rousey. Yeah.
Ronda Rousey, I think.
Rousey.
Keep
Ronda
calling her
Rousey.
Well, she's not the governor's daughter. Ronda Rousey, I think.
You know how much we watch
Yeah.
women fight all the time.
Hey, but I tell you what though, that kick in the head, my gosh, it rocked
Laid her out
back.
cold.
Yeah, that's unreal.
And I mean, they got little pads over there. They don't wear true boxing
Yeah, oh
gloves.
no, it's just.
And I was
kinda
watching
hard.
some of the replays of the first round, and they're swinging, and hitting with elbows and busting their cheeks open, blood. And
Well, that's what
they
it's
get
called.
serious.
That's what it's called, mixed martial arts, MMA.
But-
There's a lot of fun. It's everything.
You go back to high school, back when rednecks and
This is
Coleman,
gonna
we'd
get
have-
real right here. Isn't it?
We had a few girl fights.
I got you.
Girls don't fight for show.
No, they fight for real. That's right.
Me and guys, I've seen some guys fighting in high school. And they're all dancing
what's
around.
the first thing you got to do if you're a guy in high school?
Make sure everybody sees you.
Well, and you
fight.
got to rip your shirt off.
Oh, absolutely.
Let me get my shirt off so I can whoop somebody.
And then you more want to dance around and talk about it. Girls fight to win.
No, they're gonna scratch your eyes out.
Oh.
It's for real.
I'm not into that. But
I'm not in that either.
I'm glad that Holly Holm won, and then you ain't got to fight her.
I am too. I am too. The mixed martial arts stuff is, I mean, it's painful to watch.
Oh.
You know,
They're mean. I mean, they're tough.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that'd be a tough way to make a living.
But you know, boxing, you know, you think about men's boxing, even with the, you know, just regular old boxing, just punching with the gloves, you know, and think about the story past boxing has. And so fighting really is, that's part of American culture. But I tell you, how many boxing matches have you seen that the guys are so, you know, bloody noses, eyes so bloody they can't hardly see straight.
Right.
You know, it's pretty brutal.
I'm glad I can do something else to make a living. I've been in a few fights. I don't want to get another.
You don't want to get another.
I don't understand
It hurts too bad.
Somebody hits you right on the square of the nose, and the guy start watering up.
It hurts, yeah.
Now, I can bring a tear to my eye.
Well, Zach may get punched right square in the face.
He gonna get punched tomorrow.
Yeah, he might get that. But
That's what he is.
Yeah, MMA.
Well, what we got local? We got some park and rec sports going on.
Yeah.
Before I got here, I got my Will. Y'all seen him on TV. We got 8-year-old basketball, and we had practice, and we're getting serious about that. And I think the games start in December. We got anywhere from, I think they start at 5 or 6.
That's right. They start early on those little guys.
And then I think you got Upward still going on.
Upward still going on.
We played that last year. We're in serious ball now. They actually
Serious
call
ball.
fouls.
That's right. I tell you, there's with you know, you can't help, especially being a local show. You know, it's always a lot of fun to kind of talk about our kids because you know they're involved in all that stuff too. And at Coleman Park and Rec, they do a really good job trying to promote youth athletics. And
they're doing good.
It doesn't matter which sport it is. There's something for them. And I tell you, I give them credit for this too. They've done a lot of great things with disc golf, and disc golf has come a long way as far as just the popularity of the sport. It's really growing here.
And over at Heritage Park got one of the best courses.
Heritage Park's got a great course.
That gives me an idea.
What's that?
Not next week because we need a few days just to get more than a week to get Minnie ready. But we're going to have the premier disc golf guy Coleman on as a guest.
Oh my
Moss.
gosh!
I think Malden, will you
tell you
come
what.
join us in a couple of weeks?
And he would bring so much to the show. You know what I'm saying?
But he's got to wear his overall.
I think people make him wear his overalls. He is a disc golf and football.
If you want to know anything about disc golf, if you can't find him riding around, he's probably good for golf. But if you can't find him, he can sleep somewhere at Southern Access.
And I tell you what, disc golf is serious. Those guys, they have a bag of discs. You know, if you don't know what that is, it looks like a frisbee. But they have a bag of discs.
It's frisbee and you throw it in a bucket.
But they have different discs, man. They got discs that are made for distance and for short distances and putters, just like a bag of golf clubs, you know.
Putter.
Yeah, I guess from here to the wall right there. It's lightweight, chuck it in there. I don't know.
I can do that.
Yeah. But they putt, they do it all. I tell you, talking about Park and Rec, me and Luke, we've done decided that we're working out on Tuesday and Thursday nights. And I want to get in shape because when we get nationally syndicated, I need to look hot, you know. So,
you are looking hot.
Well, you know.
You're just going to tone. You don't need
I just need to tone up a little bit. Yeah, I need to tone up a little bit.
So y'all going to go on Tuesday and Thursday?
Tuesday and Thursday nights. If you want to see my little boy live in person, that's where to do it at.
He's going to get serious for the Bearcats.
He's getting serious for the Bearcats. He's the one bossing me around every week. So that's
be good.
Yeah.
I might send Will over there to help him.
Yeah, he does a good job. I tend to want to get lazy on that last set, and he pushes me through it.
We need it, but we got a lot going on.
We got a lot going on. I tell you what, it's been a good week. Next week, Westgate, we start celebrating Thanksgiving.
We'll have some more college football. We got a kind of off week, and then we'll have more NFL. And
exactly right.
Get into some high school basketball next week.
High school basketball next week.
Been reading that in the paper. We're going to try to get some of the coaches up here.
Yeah.
Get a little more detail about it. Because as you didn't know, me and Billy aren't the experts on basketball.
Well, you might not believe this, but we're really not the experts on a lot of this stuff. But I think we have a good time though, Westgate.
We're the experts on this show.
Well, and according to our team of experts right now, we are the best, aren't we?
We're so much better than Zach. We showed up.
Well, I agree with that.
I mean, you got to put.
I agree with that.
You give credit where credit's due.
So there's nothing wrong with that. But now speaking of sports,
Yes.
you know, I think turkey eating ought to be a sport.
I think so too.
I mean, that's coming up next week too. I tell you what is a sport.
Turkey chunking. We need to have a turkey
Oh my gosh,
chunk.
a turkey chunk. It'd be great.
Next week.
Just like they do the fish down there at the beach. What do they call it? The mullet toss. We can have the turkey toss.
You think we can talk to guys
We
at
just
Moe's
right
next
here.
week?
Turkey
hang on.
toss.
Next week we're going to clear these
Turkey
tables
toss right
out.
here.
We're going to do turkey bowling here live at Moe's.
Oh my gosh. If we talk them into it, I think we should
I
absolutely.
think we can talk them into it.
we can do that.
Joseph, if you're listening and watching,
Oh my gosh.
we're going to make a mess next week. But it's going to be fun. We're going to bring in a lot of
So-
people.
It's
Turkey
getting
bowling.
real. It's getting real now. This sports show is taking it to a whole other level of fun right now.
We're tired. It's getting serious now.
It's getting serious now. Getting serious. So we got turkey bowling coming up hopefully next week. We'll see. I don't know if we'll actually buy that or not, but we're going to try to push it a little bit. So that's going to be kind of exciting.
That'll be fun. And
What else you think about? I tell you what, if you don't think Thanksgiving's a sport, you need to talk to your wives and your mamas, because I guarantee you, if there's some pregame prep being done, they do it. My gosh.
don't talk to my mama. She'll start right now. She doesn't delegate worth a dime. She wants to do everything, and we're always an hour later than she tells you.
Oh yeah.
And because I'm not going to talk about mama how to get me in trouble.
So I'm just telling you, it's a sport.
Sports, and it's good food, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm on a diet till then.
I think I'm looking forward to it too. Nothing like Thanksgiving around the house.
That's right.
I tell you, the Christmas season's quickly approaching. Not slowly, it's fastly approaching.
If y'all missed Christmas in Coleman last week,
Last weekend,
I think everybody had a good turnout. I think all the merchandising is fun.
it's a good time. Christmas Coleman's a good time. I'll tell you what, do they still do the home tour like they used to do?
That comes up in 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's before Christmas, after. Yeah, it's after Thanksgiving, but yes.
So it's not officially part of the Christmas of Coleman
No,
thing, is it?
I don't think so.
Christmas of Coleman's pretty much for the downtown merchants.
And I'm talking like I really know what I'm talking about, but I don't think tour of homes yet. We're having it at your house, aren't you? You got a new basement.
You dang right. We're gonna come to the
There's no
house.
pilot light right
We're
now.
gonna come to the house. We're gonna tour the house, and that'll be great.
After 5 minutes,
excited
then what
about
we're gonna
that.
do.
What after the
5-minute tour.
Yeah, my house it won't take long. After about 30 seconds.
Then we come back to Moe's and enjoy ourselves.
Yep. Hey,
It's not time to quit yet.
I got unmiked on you right there. Sorry about that, Keith.
That's
See ya.
Zach's fault somehow.
Exactly. See that way.
That would have been his fault.
All right, brother.
But we had another show, and we survived. And Zach, we miss you. Hurry back, I guess.
That's right. Hey, before we go, one more time, thanks to our sponsors, Pepsi Cola, Cherry Sables, and Coca-Cola Company. Pepsi Cola here in town. Did you hear that right there? Pepsi Cola here in town. Thanks again.
Alpha not free.
Sorry about that.
Just call one of them.
Pepsi Cola, right there. Thanks to Moe's Barbecue. We appreciate the guys here at Moe's. Comfort Care Hospice again, Shannon Griffin, and of course Alpha Greg Smith. Thank you guys for all your support. Hey, thanks you viewers for listening.
And we'll see you next week,
Next
right
week.
here on Sports Weekly.
Have a great week, guys.
Thanks.